Alright, so we're actually going to try something new here that I haven't done before. I've been riding motorcycles for over 20 years, and I feel like I have a lot to talk about. Whether it is motorcycle related, food related, family related, friendship related. There's a lot of things that maybe it'd be helpful to share. Maybe not. What do y'all think? Should I share opinions on certain things? I know what that brings. But I figured today we could start with a little bit of a ride and talking about, this is Lake Lanier, the north side, Gainesville. I figured we could talk about a couple of things here. When you're riding a motorcycle, what are some of the habits that you should build? You should build some good habits. For example, this right here. This is a no-no. Don't park in the middle. You can't see ahead of you. When you stop at a red light behind a car, do not get directly behind them. You need sight. You need to make sure that if there's a car coming, like right now, you're able to get out of the way. Don't put your bike in neutral until you know the car behind you has stopped. Always slow it down through intersections. Make sure you're aware of your surroundings before you change lanes. All things that make sense and are just common knowledge, but I see a lot of riders not follow this kind of stuff. So truck ahead of me, there's no reason to get real close to it. Keep your distance. You never know what he plans to do. You never know if someone may cut them off. Right here, I look behind me, the car behind me is stopping. I'm going to get on the side of this SUV just in case I need an exit plan. Just in case. If you need an exit plan, you can get out. Don't park right behind these cars. Anything that takes your visibility away, you should avoid. Oh, I love Corvettes. Gosh, that thing is beautiful. Did I mention I love Corvettes? I've loved them for a long time. I'll have one day. But yes, my point is visibility. Don't park in the middle of the car ahead of you. To the right, to the left, whichever one makes more sense. If there's an emergency, you can get out of the way. Obviously, always make sure that you are trusting your mirrors, but do a quick check before you're switching lanes, just to make sure there's nobody there to surprise you. Now here, of course, I heard another motorcycle, and nice guy in a Gixxer. Bike looked clean, sounded very nice. You meet a lot of cool people on motorcycles. Nice guy, he gave me a thumbs up. He looked at the bike and he said, yeah, that's a nice bike. I said, man, nice sound. You often hear people talk about ride your own ride. Now, of course, when you're with another rider, you stagger your formation. If you're a little further behind, it's okay. But if you're going to be riding close to each other, stagger it out. Make sure that if something happens, you're not going to hit the person in front of you. But as you can see, he kind of takes off a little faster, and I'm comfortable with going in this area. So let him go, right? Most people try and keep up because maybe the guy is nice and you want to ride. But ride your own ride. Don't get into any speeding troubles or any troubles because you're going out of your own comfort zone. Now here for this ride, I'm on my way to Quesito Express. Word of advice when joining in on the highway, make sure that you match the car's speeds on the exit ramps when you're going onto the highway. Match their speed. Last thing you need is for cars to need to hit their brake really hard because you didn't match their speed on the highway. Keep your distance. The faster you go, the more distance you want. I cannot tell you how many times, including my own friends, like to get right behind these vehicles as we're going 70, 80 miles per hour on the highway, and it makes no sense to me. You are not going to have a quicker reaction than a vehicle if they hit their brakes. I know you may think you do, but you're not. You're not going to have that time. You want to make sure that you're covering your brake, but even then, if you're tailgating a car in front of them and they slam on their brakes, you're not going to have time to stop. You want to make sure you stay visible. When you get to intersections like this, set yourself up right so you can see easily. I've seen people just kind of gas because they're in a position where they can't really look back to see whether or not there's cars coming. So right here, you don't want to be riding beside this car. What happens if they decide to change a lane, or maybe they get distracted? So either stay behind them or quickly pass them. If you see that they're kind of hanging between a speed that's in between both, just make that decision. Check behind you. I see no cars coming. Right? Make sure you have that visibility. Keep your distance. Choose the correct path in your lane. You want to be seen. I can't express this enough. It is so important for you to be seen. Get in their mirror, right? Get in the viewpoint of their mirror. So if you see them in their mirror, that's a good spot. Stay there. You want to be seen. So Quesito Express, they've opened, man, I think the Metro Atlanta area has like 7 spots now of these Quesito Express locations. Found my first one about this one here in Oakwood about a month ago, and I started looking, and they've opened up different stores all over the area, inside the perimeter and further south. And these spots are great for quick snacks. Of course, it's a Venezuelan spot, so they carry your typical fast street food, empanadas, tequeños, arepas, but they also carry a lot of other stuff that other places don't have, right? They still have your typical pastelitos, and they have your soups, and they have your desserts, and they have your drinks, and they have your chicha. They have these juice frozen treats. They're called tetas. They have those available. They have a lot of awesome stuff that a lot of other places don't have. They also have regular American stuff. They have Philly cheesesteaks, hamburgers, hot dogs, soups. They have sit-down plates. So they have a large variety of stuff. So I highly suggest that you check these places. If you see a Quesito Express somewhere, check it out. Stop by, and I think you'll be surprised at how much they got. At the very least, stop by and get you a chicha. Those drinks are amazing. There's a buddy that had been following me for a little while. Nice bike. Here I'm gonna head home. Got some food to take home, and gonna head home to enjoy it there. But let me know what you think I should talk about. I'm contemplating different topics while I take a ride, or maybe if there's a nice ride that I take, or a nice flight that I take on my drones. Get some opinions and see what y'all think. So if you think of anything, let me know. Thanks for watching. Eat well and ride safe.